Yo, fuck that.
Decoys with his headphone T-shirts, fucking awesome.
Decoy and Keynote, nice guys for
And
sure.
Keynote, do you know who the fuck I am?
904, a 954, every section, we do it live.
I just know that fucking Decoy got exposed as a motherfucking pedophile.
Yeah, he got like a-
and was trying to holler at a 14-year-old bitch. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you lucky I'm still your motherfucking friend on Facebook, huh? On everything on Caddy Soul. You fucking pedophile ass, goofy ass boy.
Ooh.
What the fuck you thinking, Jit? You don't think we see that shit? Like, come on, bro. I'm not finna give that a pass. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry.
nah, with that.
I want to because you was always solid.
Yeah.
You're a nice guy, but fuck that,
I
man.
thought it worse that he had a pet turtle and that got lost and he was like searching for it in the news. Did you see that? There was
Of course.
Like, it's like, man,
I felt bad
searching
for him.
his pet
You were
turtle.
garnering sympathy. I had a turtle at one point. I would hate if that motherfucker ran away.
Yeah.
But regardless, bro, you was hollering at a 14-year-old bitch.
There's
homie.
gorgeous women of age in Australia.
There's so many women in
What are
Australia.
you
Yo,
doing,
their
bro?
legal age is 16. You can fuck 16-year-old girls out
And
there.
he's still caught
Really?
a statutory
Yeah.
case.
I thought the men to female ratio in Australia was
No,
like
they
mad slanted.
Whatever it is, they
That's
got hoes.
fucking bad.
I'm gonna tell you this: they got bitches out there. They got a lot of
Amazing,
pretty
bro.
ass
So many
amazing
beautiful
girls,
women
bro.
there, dude.
Every single time I've gone back to Australia since moving there, it's been.
Here's what I'll say about Australia:
Every time,
high percentage of attractive to unattractive white females.
absolutely,
So if you're
absolutely.
as far as you know, and they got some remixes. You know what I'm saying?
they got a lot.
They got some Philippines.
did
You're
me- I
near
did
the
me a
Pacific
remix over
Islands.
there.
You're near the Pacific Islands, so you got some Asiatics. But all that aside, I don't fuck with them pedophiles, man.
Nah,
That shit
man.
don't get a pass.
Nah, man.
I hope this gets uploaded, bro. And leave that.
From Metho.
I'm what a lot of cats consider an icon, but I keep grinding because the mission is lifelong.
I don't know. It's
This
before,
is before.
yeah.
Chase is like, well, we had to do something about this.
Do you see? Watch this
That was
shit.
before I did
Look,
anything.
the Saurus is spelled wrong. Actually, fam, it's spelled the Saurus. Lol.
Fire. See, that's why I don't want to hate fucking Decoy.
Yeah.
Because of shit like that that
Yeah.
he clearly
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
That's very cheeky, bruv. But still, you know,
yeah, that's not.
pedophile, right?
Should get a closer view.
Come on, Ron! Representing Australia, we have Justice, fresh out of retirement, and we have 360.
The game's had the same sound for a while now. We embrace and the key change. We gon' write it out. I know that I can be whatever I believe. I keep my feet grounded and bring the sky to me. Most people would vote in those so
I know what I can believe. Dude,
Yeah,
whatever
Jesus Christ.
I believe.
And whatever he's doing, he's right. He's like 12 times platinum.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like to acknowledge the chat usually, but there's like a high percentage of people saying, wow, Lush is really standing up against pedophiles. Like,
You should. That's what you.
sorry, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't condone fuck. Anyway.
Shout out to 60 though. We got some new shit in the works. I mean, I'm
he's the
fucking
man.
with 60. Yeah.
60 is man.
Yep. There's a record with him and Ilmac that I did.
Yeah,
That's
word.
crazy.
Great person.
Hold down!
He's pretty healthy compared to back then, too. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well, now he's all fucking yacked. He's
Yeah.
like,
He's
dude,
sober
this
and
fuck.
shit, too.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I think he has been for a while too.
So yeah, this might be why he's sober now.
Everybody, 60 seconds. 60 seconds on 360 and Justice.
All right. Check it out. I'm gonna take everyone back to Scribble in 05. I went into that shit with like little to no lines. I came up against the Saurus and shit on him both times. Now he's got a vendetta and he's bitter with no pride. I've seen the evolution of the Saurus. You've gone from A to A.
I guess we should bring attention to the fact that everybody pretty much knows already.
Yeah, but
Right.
you say it.
Okay, Thesaurus and Justice battled at Scribble Jam 2005.
Which is like the best Scribble Jam ever.
Ever, and that was one of the
It
best.
is the
the
best
best
Scribble
battle,
Jam
best
ever
Scribble Jam
and the
that
best
ever.
Scribble Jam
Yeah.
battle ever.
Yeah.
I think it was like 8,000 people in the crowd. It was the largest prize they had ever had. It was $10,000.
Yeah.
It's when they had the Scion sponsorship.
Yeah. Yep.
It was, everybody was in it. They did a prelim in pretty much every region, including Australia. And that's how Justice got his spot. And Awkwards had told all of us, and this is the fresh on the heels of the 2004 Immaculate victory. So everybody was like, you know, there's a lot of fools from the West that were putting on and showing out. So there's a lot of fools, you know, from Cali. Finally, Fresh Coast was dominating Scribble. And Awkwards, because Awkwards was a judge on that tour in Australia. And he saw Justice.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had been going out to Australia since before anybody, you know, from out here.
Yeah.
And Aqua was like, yo, all y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, be careful with this kid Justice. You guys think you got it sewed up. You think it's either finna be Thesaurus, Ilmag, Passwords, Borat, Nocan. Like, nah, watch out for this kid. And no one really took it seriously. And then he came that day, and it was like, it was so crazy. But this battle was so larger than life, and it's such a big crowd that punchlines literally were making 5,000, 8,000 people react. It was making, I remember being on the stage, and it was literally vibrating when punchlines would hit. So it was, you couldn't really explain
And plus
it.
in that battle, it was like those haymakers were just so fucking huge.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
So, and this was a highly publicized battle. Remember, Australia has a huge hip hop scene.
man, we should have just watched the fucking Thesaurus Justice battle.
For context, right?
You know?
But it's y'all look that up. Thesaurus vs. Justice. I think it's on the Ruin Your Day channel or Avo's old
You can
YouTube.
find it on YouTube.
Yeah, but regardless, like leading up to it, like that shit was so huge. Like, so Australia has a big hip hop scene, but it's a much smaller country. So imagine being an Australian, winning a major hip hop event in America, the amount of fame you're going to have going home on GP. So Justice hadn't battled too much. I think maybe once before
this,
or
like Antidote.
yeah, like he had never returned, but his return to battling was talked about so frequently, especially in the Australian scene.
Yeah.
And 360 was on the rise as a successful recording artist at this time. So this is a huge fucking battle.
Yeah.
Right here, you know what I mean?
The way you rapped 5 years ago, you rap the same today. After I beat you in 05 and gave you a pat on the back, I caught him backstage crying in Immaculate's lap.
Saw it happen.
Yeah.
Wait, who the fuck brought Newman from Seinfeld? You know you're fat when you could use a hula hoop as a tight belt. And you two...
Genuinely hilarious. For
Dude, he's sick, dude.
That's never gonna not be entertaining to watch.
360
is such a dope person to kick it with too. You know?
He's cool as fuck.
60's
you know what I mean?
amazing.
Like, but you could tell he's cool as fuck to kick it with, even if you've never met him.
Yeah.
He is this guy.
Yeah, when he battled Roan at Bola,
I already knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
4.
dude. Yeah, 4. Yeah, he was so like engaging. Like when he met everybody, he couldn't believe it. He was like a fan too. He was like super humble. He's dope.
And that was a year. The Bola battle you're referring to is a little less than a year after this, and so he was like, and at that time he was already like a big star in Australia. So this is right before his whole like road to being multi-platinum career locally is taken off.
You look like some removalists right now. Why the fuck are you even here? You should be moving some guy's cow. If you go to your nearest library and you walk around and look, you'll find madness in Thesaurus. I ain't talking about the book. Look, this is not the natural path that evolution takes. Freddy Krueger's face, 7 humans' wastes. Wait, if you think the Kramer's harsh, 60 can get racist hard, but I won't come with race remarks because I can't tell what race you are.
Applicable to both of them.
The source of the little jump to get ready.
That's vintage Pete. What's super funny? It's about to go down. He's pumped. That's like him getting pumped. But what's funny?
He's like,
you could tell what a belligerently intoxicated country Australia is. It's like the biggest hip hop moment of their entire like millennium. There are people like just talking drunk in the background. No one cares. They're trying to, hey, right?
Yeah, exactly. Give me
There's a
another
wall on the
Budweiser.
outside, right?
What is the beer they drink in Australia the most, Chase?
Not Foster's.
Yeah, it's definitely not Foster's. VB is a really common beer in Victoria Bitter. Yeah, especially in Melbourne.
Oh yeah, I've heard
VB is common out there. I'll be fucking with Cooper's. Cooper's is not as common, but Melbourne bitter and Victoria bitter, at least down in that state and
Alright.
in that fucking territory, you'll
Yeah.
see a lot. Like
Yeah,
VB,
yeah.
Victoria
Okay,
bitter.
okay, tight.
Because this is in Melbourne, right? This battle's in Melbourne.
think
I'm
so.
pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
VB, you'll see out there.
It's in fucking, it's in the fucking keynotes, or Decoy's pedo factory.
Oh my god. Oh, there's also another, it's like Carlston or Carlson or something like that. That's
360 is
my
like, I can't tell what race you are. I can't tell yours neither. But I know living with AIDS is hard.
I just want to wonder how long you pre-rehearse, because I've rapped the same since 05, and you rap even worse. Yo, Decoy said we battled the best team on the entire circuit. So for the last month, I've been writing verses for Prime and Purpose.
That's sick as fuck right
I was
there.
just thinking about Pagan Ellipsis and how fucking ill they were.
Yep.
What happened to Prime, though? I know Purpose.
Yeah, Purpose has some newer battles. I have no
Prime
idea.
still raps. He puts out music, but he doesn't battle. So
Okay. Solid jits.
Yeah.
This dude is a bitch. You look exactly like this one rapper who used to exist. One scribble had a shot at a future and missed.
And low key, like the fact of the matter, like I said, Justice really could have capitalized on that shit to
Yeah.
the extent, like he never reached a level of success commercially like 360 did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Even
could've.
Cursor
Yeah.
is like a big ass
word.
rapper
Yeah.
out there. and
Yeah,
shit.
he is.
Greeley, there's hella fools that are
Yep.
like popping out
Yep.
there. But
Yep.
You little prick! And you're just a faggot. You think you can really see a team of Thesaurus and Madness? Y'all probably live action roleplay the whole day and think you could transform into dragons. And porn has good acting.
Yo, us losing doesn't normally happen, so I hope you're preparing to die. When I won Scribble after you, I thought we'd be on a path to parallel lives. Come to find out, no one in his own country cares for this guy because he apparently tries to rap so Americanized.
big thing in Australian hip hop. If you know, you know
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
Oz hip hop scene, like they really tweak on Australians trying to use American accents.
Yep.
So if you don't rap with your proper accent, that's like the biggest sellout move. So if you don't, like, they want to hear that Australian twang in their shit.
Yep.
It's like fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like Iggy Azalea don't. She raps in a fucking
right.
American.
And she's
accent.
clearly not a part of that
Yeah,
scene.
but
You know what I mean?
Because you
But-
can't hear. Yeah, but it just goes to show that it's like that shit's
well,
like.
if there's big rappers from like Bliss and SO, and like there's like certain fools that like,
yeah, and them fools
do-
are fucking rapping straight in their accents.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Hilltop Hoods, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Esso too. I got some shit with Esso coming.
There's certain fools that don't though. They try to sound American
Yeah, exactly.
and they get hated on super tough.
Fuck, there was one dude. I really forget his name. But
Yeah, I
there-
be forgetting fools'
I remember
names.
there was a cat who got roasted for that.
Yeah.
and
That's
like-
a big. That's why I just wanted to point out.
I
why
think
that.
you should rap in the accent you talk in.
No, real talk.
But at the same time,
It's like fools from LA being like, "Yo, what up, shun?"
Right.
Like, we don't talk like that.
But the flip
you know?
side of the coin is, if you look at like singing, most people sing in an American accent.
Well, or a British accent.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like if you're from Europe, and this tripped me out like crazy when I was on tour in France the first time.
Yeah.
When you're in European countries, they're taught proper British. The Queen's English, so they have that accent. So when they speak English, they speak it with a British accent. Naturally, and a lot of people when they sing, you could tell, like, you know what I'm saying, oh, like you hear the singing on Daft Punk songs, you tell you motherfuckers from France. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can tell, like, German singers have such a German, you feel me, such a pronounced accent. So it's like, you can kind of, it's not always finna be there.
But it's different with rap because it's supposed to be like
With
a
rap-
personal. It's supposed to, how you spit is supposed to be like a personification of you as a person. So if you're doing a different accent, it's kind of like, oh,
It's goofy.
you're faking it. Yeah.
Which you low-key are.
Yeah.
And that's why in the tightly knit Oz hip-hop scene,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yep, for sure. Let's go.
So you guys got that first round. What do you think? I think Pete and Tony.
Yeah,
that was pretty sick.
But yeah.
All right, yo. Hey, yo, 60 seconds on the homies. Go ahead.
Get him, shit.
Hold it down, homies. Hold it down.
Hey, yo, listen. Yo, before the Saurus said, why'd you retire? You ain't been battling in years. That means you think that battling is an actual career.
So they don't say R's at all, huh? Korea.
Yeah, it's It's like Korea.
Korea.
Yeah,
What a dickhead, the biggest faggot that you'll hear of. His daughter's first words were, "Daddy, get a real job."
That's fucking really nasty.
That's pretty good.
Hey, yous have made it fucking clear that your appetite's great. It must fucking suck having that apple pie face. Hey, Saurus, maybe next year when it's Valentine's Day, don't give your missus a card full of battle rhymes, eh?
That's so
It seems to be working for him still.
Battle rhymes.
Yep.
Hey.
Yep. Yep.
Battle rhymes, eh? He's predicting the king of the dot takeover.
How'd your mother give birth to a man of snuffleupagus girth? Her pussy would have stretched so wide it could have covered the earth. For real, you can fit a man in his truck inside Mandis's gut and still have room to fit in a fucking passenger bus.
Well, snuffleupagus girth is an interesting thing because snuffleupagus technically is a figment of Big Bird's imagination and he doesn't exist. So that could be...
It's deep.
That's deep, son!
It's deep.
Shan from New York, Shan.
And Jabba the Hutt.
Wow, that was that round? Okay.
Okay.
Seems like it was really short.
Yeah, it was. 360 wrapped like 2 bars.
60 seconds on my dudes right here. Go ahead. Check it
My
out.
dudes.
You
My
want to
dudes.
talk about how my mother gave birth to me? Let me explain you in a better way. You look so fucking young, you give a new meaning to the term born yesterday. And you are both shit to me. You've been gone so long, you probably still say lyrically. I kill them thieves, especially two that moonlight as Jermaine.
The whole country of Australia was like deeply offended by that.
lyrically.
Like, yeah, we still
say lyrically.
We're gonna be singing in 7 years.
And Mr. G from Summer Heights. Yeah, I seen it, you fucking right. And you probably phone your mom at night because you live that bad boy bubby life.
That was Mandis' section.
Yo, we battled 5 years ago, but somehow you look like even less of a youngin'. So I'm guessing the justice government name is Benjamin Button. Hold up. Yo, and you faggots don't got a chance against an American-made missile. You knew you'd get raped, that's why you're wearing a rape whistle.
American made
Go. Let's
Wearing a rape whistle. Fucking good.
Yes!
Fucking tight.
Thesaurus!
Listen. Yo, 360's interests are hair with the frostiest tips, surfboards with the awesomest grips. You are both honestly shit. And let me reiterate, you don't want it with this.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not.
It's a reference to something.
That
I'm sure.
might be too provincial for me.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Which is, it could have even been like a reference to something that happened
battle
at
earlier
that
or something
event.
like that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
the crowd. It seemed like a really
Right.
in the moment
Incestual
pandering to
thing,
the
yeah.
crowd,
Yeah.
like, and it worked.
Yeah, got a good
Hey, here
reaction.
comes the best rebuttal
Yep.
freaking ever. Damn near.
Listen,
60 seconds on the fellas, go ahead.
Sick. I am Benjamin Button with the cycle that I'm aging, so when I'm 50, I'll fuck your daughter at her high school graduation.
Yeah, that's one of the best rebuttals ever, if not the.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
crazy.
pretty good, man.
The cycle that I'm aging,
Yeah.
high school
Yeah,
graduation.
it's fucking tight.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Yep.
He's
And that's
definitely
where, and that's
he's not
where,
rapping
and
it
that's where
darker.
Justice just like inserts the knife into Pete and just twists. Like
Yeah,
every
yeah,
time, you know,
yeah,
every
yeah,
battle
yeah,
they
yeah.
have, he's
Yeah.
just like, fuck you,
Yeah.
I got you. And Pete's
No,
like, ah!
there's definitely like heated competition.
Yeah, word.
and I like seeing what that, especially what that brings out of Thesaurus.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yep.
so rare that he feels challenged and he can just style on so many
Yeah.
fools. But
Yeah.
when he's challenged and he has to really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It brings out a certain
Yeah.
fire
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
him. Like, especially when it's within his lane. He doesn't like have to try to like outstreet Cortez or do some shit that
Yeah.
is gonna
Yeah.
just come across awkward if it's within his lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just really dope to see.
Yeah. That was insane.
60.
Straight up white boy woo.
Exactly.
What you know about the white boy woo?
White girl in it.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
He's
Let's
wasted.
go.
That was a great rebuttal, mate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Hey, yo, all I need but I'm questioning my religion, because I can't tell if Buddha is Mexican or Sicilian.
Buddha.
He
Buddha.
likes to masturbate over beautiful large men. And he
What's
gets
great is I don't need to give too much context on these bars because they're so straightforward. It's like, well, a cat is an animal from the feline genus, deriving from the lynx and the fucking.
teary when he thinks of food in the past tense. And he reminds me of the little boy from 2.5 Men. Which is ironic.
He goes, our little boy.
Oh my god.
Watch this fool. Watch.
teary when he thinks of food in the past
He
tense.
gets psyched. He gets psyched.
And he reminds me of the little boy from 2.5
Look,
Men.
his eyebrows perk. Little boy. There's that little.
It's ironic because he looks like 2.5 Men.
Man,
Fire. Fire.
Madness and toppers.
No, me and your fucking girlfriend, we had a great affair. I had her laying there singing Advance Australia Fair.
that's the anthem. That's the Australian anthem. Yep.
Spit some bars to it. How's it going?
Me and your girlfriend had a great affair.
Great affair.
Hey, check this out.
Well,
Madness
rap
just
champ, you
Madness just texted me. He said, "You don't want it with this." Is a 360 line from the WRCs against Waps and Juice.
Oh, all right.
We see.
Wait,
we see.
okay.
Oh,
Alright, for sure. Was it on because a lot of those battles were cut? In particular, amongst the lost footage was the first round of Australia versus New York. It might have been on there, but I believe there was like the least footage of any battle was from that specific round. So
okay.
most people didn't even see it.
Okay.
Most people remember Waps and Juice's Outback Steakhouse scheme and shit.
Yeah.
They've been saying that for hours, folks.
Hey, Denny, you're named after the worst diner in America ever in life. So. And
So putana na mo.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yo, I'm the world rap champ, and this faggot never made it there. The only great affair you ever had was with his facial hair. I spit the great rap schemes. I'm just wondering.
Shout out to that setup.
Standing ovation.
Great rap
It's a great rap scheme.
Great rap scheme.
But if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap shit I'm from the great rap schemes.
Champ, and this faggot never made it there. The only great affair you ever had was with his facial hair.
He's like, you know the way the thesaurus like calculate. Oh, the biggest reaction was for that. He's like, gotta think of her. All
right, what rhymes with
facial hair? Oh,
yeah,
great
take
affair.
it there.
The great rap schemes. I'm just wondering, do those gay-ass jeans come with an AIDS vaccine?
That was tight. Setup was, but that fucking was great, Pete.
Best setup ever. What you mean?
WRC, he was on a different team, but you were quick to leave and left him hanging. 360 is not a perfect circle, so this would be the best equation. Minus 50 G's, Kevin Bacon needed 6 degrees of separation.
AKA you lost in the WRC. Brad. Flat out. Fuck. And you
Every time your class, dust flies everywhere.
Big K's the GOAT, man, for shit like that.
Hey, BK, we gonna get some Korean barbecue.
When you sold out
When you come back.
festival song,
Come out here,
did
Kay.
the contract say
Clap
one of
dust,
the
dog.
requirements was to have your testicles gone?
I refuse to give context on that bar. I refuse.
I feel you.
I refuse.
I feel you.
But just know there's context.
Went to the prom, I had sex with your mom listening to Let's Get It On.
Marvin Gaye.
The source straight up progress. Just scribble jam for this battle.
He totally did. Sex with your mom. Let's get it on.
It's great though. He's so like ahead that it still is like competitive with Australia's best. 5 years later. But Jesus Christ, dude.
First face that I seen, and then you were next out of my window seat. Quit hiding your hairline, because I bet I could skydive off of your fucking widow's peak. Time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They do an OT in this though, yeah? It's like outside or whatever?
They got kicked out of the venue and they did it outside. And because Madness told me to tell everybody this. So he already battled Antidote earlier in the day.
Oh, really?
Pete
And
battled
Dan-
somebody that day?
But
But
so did Dan. This event.
yeah, but he's not in this battle.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm
think-
just throwing that in there. I've seen him in the
No.
back.
I think Decoy battled both Pete and Dan at this event.
What the
Actually,
weird card? Well, that's
He
crazy.
battled this-
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, for real.
They know. It's the
All right,
real.
whatever.
Yeesh.
RT.
Yeah.
Look, Mike, we're gonna have a fucking OT round. Purpose, what up?
Purpose.
Literally
Look, I think that all the fucking rappers won this battle match.
Purpose and Exire are from the same mountain.
This guy, though. I chilled with that dude in Australia before. He was cool, though. I forgot his name. Yo, we're gonna go outside for this fucking battle, mate.
Check us out, www.gutbeef.com. B-Town Clothing, looking good. You can see that shit on Thesaurus right now. It's looking great. All right, we got a 2-on-2 versus Thesaurus and Madness, 360 Justice. This shit went to OT.
Hey, don't be wearing shit just because fools give it to you.
Okay, we'll go. 60 seconds on Madness.
Man, he makes me want to step my hosting game up.
Like, I gotta.
This is what I'm
Come on.
inspired
Yeah.
by.
Whenever you're ready. All right, listen. Oh, get it. Everybody, come on now. Shut up. Free entertainment.
This cunt got
Free
his name because he
entertainment.
wanted to change his living habits. So he took his life and did a 360. And yep, still a faggot. Yo, Dirt was right. You do look like that Microsoft Word paperclip dead ass shit. And I put 1,000,000 stacks.
Damn, Madness dead ass. He said dead ass like
A long time ago, 2010.
several years
Yeah.
before it was
Yeah.
proper colloquial
Yep.
New York English.
Yep.
Pretty icy there, Madness.
Bitch, do you have a herpy-covered little ass dick?
Yo, I guess today you came to be ruined. Don't be mad at me because I made a living off of something you're afraid to keep doing.
Damn, that's tight. That's a great line.
He'd fuck my daughter, but the closest that he gets to fucking women is when he's watching 60 in front of the mirror trying to tuck his dick in. Yo, I know this motherfucker's a stan because he said, I'm never washing this again after touching my hand. Punches to land because they're so skinny these cunts couldn't stand in front of a fan.
Damn. Gassing.
That was
I
crazy.
will rape both of you broads until my cock's red.
Tell him,
Look
Madness.
like Gumby reuniting with one of the blockheads. Hey yo, and I
And that's the offset.
fucking begin to start the murder. Better yet, you look like the reuniting of Shark and Surfer.
60 seconds on Justice and 360.
Yo, I rap with a
Yo.
chip on my shoulder, blazing these fucking haters. He raps with a chip on his shoulder, in case he gets hungry later. Yo, this
So weird seeing Justice's face when he battles.
I know, right? Instead
It's
of
like
like
seeing
a
like
panel hat.
like a fucking
Pixelated.
Far away.
Yo,
pixelated
like a
fucking-
Tecmo Bowl character. A little 8-bit,
They
little
can double dribble.
8-bit jit.
I gets a bit lost. I know why Madness is pissed off, because he can't figure out how to eat the spam in his inbox.
Tight.
It's a good line.
Australia's like, we just got emailed by
Yeah. Hotmail.
Friendster.
Red dick bars.
This guy's massive on YouTube, not because he's hardcore, bitch. You were massive on YouTube because it's the Star Wars kid.
Ah, that's good.
Remember that guy?
I
Yeah.
don't even give a shit about you. I don't know what your name is, but I've known him for ages. It's Toadie from Neighbours.
And Neighbours is an Australian soap opera show. So I'm sure that,
right.
I don't know who Tony is, but I know that Neighbours.
Went over well there, though.
Yeah. So I'm sure he looks like Tony from
A
Neighbours.
skinny, attractive guy, clearly.
Hey, this fat fuck. Hey, this fat fuck could probably break a sweat in a game of chess. I'm I'm surprised he doesn't take a step and break a leg.
Ooh.
I'ma bust in your home, kidnap your daughter and shave her head and play classical music while I pout her lips and paint them red.
That's tight.
Twisted.
These motherfuckers are both Greek and Italian. So don't expect shit to come from each of their albums, because the only decent epiphany to come from Greece or from Italy is tzatziki, Euripides, and fucking pizza delivery.
Madness is Colombian.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. Still
touche.
Yeah.
Yep.
Touche.
He sold it well.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not Italian.
The source, he's not Italian.
Judges will be right back.
All right, so what do you guys?
Before the judges weigh in,
He's not
The
Italian.
thing is, I don't think it should have went to OT. I think 360 Justice won. Period.
Agreed.
But based off that OT, I think Pete and Tony won that OT.
Right.
Besides, like, Justice is like multi fucking shit.
Well, this
like,
is the days when they did go to OT, so
Yeah.
it does count.
Yeah.
Even though I agree, like,
Yep.
but I
Yep.
feel like it's a 2-2.
Yeah,
It's a situation, you
I
know
can
what I
see
mean?
that shit. Yeah, for sure. I'm not mad either way because I feel like both teams like fucking did great. But I don't know. Justice is like a whole like multi-stacking thing to me. Like this is not that tight looking back. on
even
it.
back then it was antiquated.
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of like
But
not cool.
He had some fucking haymakers. Though.
Yeah,
It's
well,
he
hard-
did that
it's hard to
rebuttal.
discredit.
I mean, his
yeah.
flip
Was it the
that's
beginning of the
crazy.
third round?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
second and third. That's
Yep.
the best. That's damn near one of the tightest rebuttals
Yeah.
ever.
I think that, and then the fresco flip, which isn't really a flip.
The
I feel
mind-bodying
like yeah, I feel like he
soldier.
had that in the pocket, but he like made it.
For sure he did.
That's
But-
tight, but I think
but-
this is better than that, though.
Sure.
It becomes a rebuttal when you transform
Yeah,
it, though.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
though it might have been
Yeah.
I guess at that point it transforms into another
Right.
category of
Yep.
premeditated
Yeah.
rebuttal.
Yeah.
Right.
But
'Cause
still,
it's not a-
he
Because
sold
I
it.
almost
He
think,
did.
I almost
He
think
did.
like the sword or Fresco probably might have had that.
He did. Yeah,
He did, that's
we're
what
saying.
you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we're
yeah,
saying.
okay.
Is that he's like, oh, you mentioned yoga. I don't even.
Yeah, my body and
yeah,
soul.
right, right,
Which
right.
he probably already had.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
But
that is like a complete rebuttal.
Yeah, he's
Like,
stating
yeah.
exactly what the
with
sword
a
cycle that I'm aging.
really
Yeah.
thought out setup.
Crazy.
Because
Yeah,
to have the
yeah.
setup be
Yeah.
that good
Like,
is what
lands
just makes
perfectly.
it.
Yeah.
That's
That
what makes it
amazing.
hot. is
Yeah,
the setup,
exactly.
Really.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or else
Yeah,
it'd just
for
be
sure.
like another cool
Yeah,
rebuttal,
word,
like,
word,
Yeah.
when it's like, because that's literally when you have a rebuttal with such a cold setup, it's like two rebuttals.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's like as impactful.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like when No Can Do battle Ill Spoken, and like Ill Spoken called him like who's the crackhead on the Chappelle show? It's Tyrone.
Tyrone
Biggins.
Biggins. I think it's Tyrone from Chappelle Show.
And then James is like, I'm Tyrone. The attributes will crackle do will make me jack your shoes and sell them back to you. And I'm just like, holy
Rapid
fuck,
fire
that's
rebuttal
so
freestyle.
crazy.
That's not even in a
Yeah.
definable category. Like right there,
Yeah.
like that's.
Yeah, even like I'm struggling to like put it together, but he just like says it fluidly.
No.
Fucking
but
insane.
like fools to this day are not doing that.
No, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not.
James
Not
is
that
the best.
compact, you
Yep,
know?
yep.
That's something else. I can't even,
Yeah.
like I said, properly define what that is. But
This is battle is almost like a good throwback to the older era with like a splash of sort of the newer shit, even though, you know, it's like
Well, once
right
again,
in the middle. It's right in the
kind
middle.
of like what we were saying about Kruger in regards to the UK. Both Justice and 360 are very good at not being too provincial and appealing strictly to the Australian audience while not pandering to an American audience. They really walk that line perfectly, which makes them
yeah.
a great voice for their region. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Word. So who
Hell yeah.
actually won this battle? I think 360 Justice did, right?
I probably get, or I don't know what the official
play.
decision is.
Check it out, 1-2, Peyton Lift's representative, Poetica here, man.
Well, obviously,
Feeling my shit.
Madness was not
over
tripping
five.
as much as anybody
360
else.
Justice.
Yeah.
The SAURUS Madness.
Decision everyone's been waiting for. First of all, my mistake earlier. GotBeefBattles.com. I said GotBeef.com. Don't bother. GotBeefBattles.com. GotBeef.com will be some bullshit. It really will. YouTube.
There's no kids there.
With the B-Town Clothing. Hey, big up B-Town Clothing. If it's good enough for the Saurus, it's good enough for me. All right? Let's get right into it. We have the final decision. And this sexy motherfucking battle went to 360 and
Pete's like, I fucking hate you. You beat me twice.
He's like, you know, it's Madness's fault that I lost.
Yeah. Oh God.
I know.
It's a dope battle. Props to got beef for that shit.
Yeah, that's a crazy battle. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
2-2, in my opinion. 2-2.
I think that's a fair assessment.
2-2.